My land is the land that is in my possession. Every member of our economy has a share of 2 hectares of land. The land for us is the source of life, because we're working on the land, and this makes a profit. All of our families are provided with that bare necessities to live, feed themselves, and to teach their children and grandchildren. I personally certainly appreciate the fact that I work on Ukrainian land. We have the most fertile land. Ukraine's black soil is renowned all over the world. So we're proud that we live in Ukraine and cultivate the land, which gives us the opportunity to live and develop normally. From warehouses to counters of markets and supermarkets, vegetables are delivered by large trucks. Demand does not fall all year round. Special vehicles, conveyors and loaders are spinning like bees, striking with their virtuosity. Serhiy Lukich Plaksya, the head of the vegetable farm, is satisfied with the results. He took up vegetable selection only a couple of years ago. He bought seeds in Holland, and his experiment was a success. After all, our land is rich. For me, the vegetables grown here in Ukraine symbolize Ukrainian borscht. We wisely do not use an excessive amount of plant protection products, as they do in Europe. After all, it does affect the quality of the products. Today, our European neighbors are interested in buying our agricultural products because they are tastier and more wholesome. We were in Europe and tasted their tomatoes. They do not have such a taste as ours do. The fact is that our Ukrainian vegetables are of a very high quality. We plan to introduce intensive technologies in the fields that we process. We see that it is possible to increase production twofold. When you sell 100 kilograms and collect 500 kilograms in the autumn, then I believe that the work that is invested pays off 100-fold, and this is a productive approach. Every day our trucks are loaded and the product is delivered to Kiev. If our products were of poor quality, they would not agree to buy them. And the opposite is true. We receive applications every day and they ask for more. It means our products are in high demand. The last thing harvested from the field is celery. In ancient Greece, they made wreaths for the winners of the harvest. It is a very useful vegetable that is used in food from the tops to the roots. There are around 2,000 recipes of cooking it. Celery is also used for medicinal purposes. In addition to that, it turns out that it is a very powerful aphrodisiac. The growth rate of world production of carrots is greater than the growth of the population of our planet. This is due to the UN Food and Agriculture Program. After all, carrots are curative. Very problems with eyes, the heart, the kidneys and the stomach. They are equally nutritional both for making a fresh and in marinades. But it is even better with fish. Common beetroot is called Bredak in Ukrainian. It also grows in Belarus and southern Russia. The plant has been known since the times of Babylon. In the times of Kievan Rus, people ate beetroots. Today this plant does not only grow in Antarctica. In Ukrainian cuisine, it is in every second dish and is the main ingredient of national borscht. With our beetroot, any mistress will have a delicious borscht. We have the best beets. They're grown environmentally friendly and picked by hand. Our women pick it by hand, not by harvester. Because of this, our beets are of a very high quality. For example, the beetroot of the Bordeaux sort, without threads and without white stripes, is very rich, tasty and kind of salty. But when cooking borscht, you do not even need to add sugar. I deliver potatoes of the Picasso sort. It grows here in the fields. There are farm products for the household. This sort can be fried and cooked for vareniki, potato dumplings, and borscht. Borscht. Each mistress has her own recipe. As a rule, she inherited it. Red, green, Lenten fair, cold, depending on the season and region. It is widely believed that borscht is the old Slavonic term for beets. But in fact, it refers to folk etymology. The fact is that there is no such word in dictionaries of ancient Slavonic dialects. Beetroot is burak in Ukrainian. and it is the main ingredient of the national dish, borscht. Cabbage, potatoes, carrots, tomatoes, and beans are also used in preparing a classic borscht. Ukrainians say, if borscht is cooked at home, other dishes are no longer needed. Maybe just pampushki, small garlic donuts, and bacon bits added to it. Even more delicious and useful is borscht cooked in the oven. Because borscht has great energy and nutritional value, it even has healing properties. This is a real vitamin bomb. Girls, you know that hungry men are not up to love. There are many jokes and sayings about borscht. It is very much appreciated by Ukrainians. It is cooked both on weekdays and on holidays, even on Christmas Day. I bought a rooster for 4 hryvnia. I brewed a borscht in a brand new pot and rolled a dozen crispy dough curls, with which I will treat my child's godfather for supper. I bought a good rooster and bewitched my child's godfather. After all, borscht can bewitch and endear any Ukrainian man. I cooked a borscht for my beloved Havrilo. When he ate the borscht, he wanted to kiss me. After all, borscht is like Ukrainian Viagra. The traditional Ukrainian borscht is cooked in the oven. Borscht has also become an economic indicator. The evaluation of life has long been correlated with the value of products in the pot of this dish. Analysts start from such a set of ingredients in the consumer basket: 600 grams of beef, 300 grams of cabbage, 500 grams of beets, 500 grams of potatoes, 200 grams of carrots, 200 grams of onions, and 30 grams of sunflower oil. It is believed that these are the most nutritious substances for a full-fledged diet of a healthy nutrition. In order to determine the quality of raw materials, a number of studies have been carried out. First, it is an organoleptic evaluation in appearance, color, consistency, taste, and aroma. Secondly, these are physiochemical indicators: acidity, nutritious alkali, and minerals. That is, all the valuable properties that this vegetable contains. Thirdly, it is the presence of pesticides, herbicides, and radionuclides. That is, product safety indicators. If they comply with all the norms, then such products will be put up for sale on the shelves of markets. The Lukich farm is the land and industrial premises of 4 villages. It is multi-profile, waste-free and organic. The director is especially proud of this parcel of land. Our farm was established on August 15, 1991, when the law on farming was adopted. At that time, I worked as the director of a state farm. I submitted my resignation and left that job. I took the land. We were given only 34 hectares and quietly got down to work. The children have already grown up. Both the wife and the children began to help, and today the farm has grown. We already processed 3,000 hectares of land. We keep 600 heads of cattle and 200 pigs. We grow all the crops: rye, wheat, corn, sunflower, potatoes, and vegetables. It turned out that we have such a diversified economy. Thanks to this, it turns a profit every year. If one industry suffers some setbacks and brings us losses, then another one covers all the expenses. The experience of generations, that is how they call Lukich's dynastic farming. He himself is glad that he paved the way for his successors. From now on, his sons are farming in the conditions of modern mechanization. Now, Serhiy Lukich put a tractor of the old model on an honorable pedestal. 30 years ago, when I saw this tractor in a village on a pedestal, it immediately took me back to my childhood. In the 1950s, I saw how these tractors processed sugar beet on a field in our Cherkasy Oblast, and I always have this picture before my eyes. Remember these moments, I thought, how could I buy it for myself? I eventually found a way, and now I have it as a historical monument.
Придбав цього трактора і поставив, мене він зараз, як пам'ятник історії, чи як сказати правильно.
In order to show what technique used to be at one time and what it is today. Today, technology is so powerful and productive that this creates the problem of employment for people who live in the village. We used to have 100 tractors and 100 cars. Today, there are only 10 tractors, 10 vehicles, and 4 combines processing 4,000 hectares of land. It used to take 200 workers to sow and harvest the land, and today it only takes 25 people to do the same job. Now we have 110 to 120 people that are permanently employed, and when we're harvesting vegetables, we employ more seasonal workers. Serhiy Lukich is a sincere man. He has horses on his farm. There is no work for them, but the owner likes to spend relaxing leisure time with his horses. When I walk on the ground, I feel the energy of the earth, because when I get up early and go to the field, I get out of the car and watch the plants sprout. I feel how it inspires me. It is an absolutely wonderful feeling to see the fruits of your labor. All those who work on the land, they invest their soul and energy in making our land fertile and profitable. After all, every year the volume of consumption of our products increases. I was born in a village, in a family of collective farmers. And when I finished 8th grade, I entered the local agricultural technical school because I was drawn to the land, to country farming. I went to school and was already working as a loader. I unloaded trucks of grain. I saw how the harvesters grind and how the grain is poured. I loved this work. After graduating from the technical school, I was sent to work in the Kyiv Oblast. I came there in 1967, and I've been working here to this very day, for an incredible 50 years now. Today, the European market is open to new and reasonable offers. Cereals, berries, honey, and sunflower oil from Ukraine are highly appreciated there. Now, vegetable farmers are assessing their capabilities. I visit other countries. I personally met and listened to what European farmers from Holland, from France, from Germany had to say. They have nothing but praise for our native Ukrainian agricultural products. We cannot enter the foreign market because we do not have so many products that we can load an entire ship. That requires special cooperation. In Europe, associations and cooperatives are created. Here, for example, even in Holland, there is a special agrarian association that grows potatoes. All farmers grow, and a firm that is a part of the association sells it for export. On the Ukrainian market, 98% of potatoes and 90% of vegetables are produced by farmers. All that is required is to go through the process of quality certification. In order for Ukrainian farmers to export their products, the government is developing a mechanism based on cooperative unions. According to statistics of the Ministry of Healthcare of Ukraine, the average annual human consumption need is about 161 kilograms of vegetables. That is why, in fact, Ukrainian borscht is the main dish for Ukrainians, but foreigners also like, particularly for its taste properties, and also because borscht contains a lot of nutritional components. Organic products are very much appreciated by foreigners. They want to consume high-quality products because it prolongs people's lives. I think I'm a happy man. And why am I happy? You know, there is a saying, to live a decent life, you need to build a house, to give birth to sons, to give them a good education and put them on their feet. I have done it all. My wife and I have 3 sons and 5 grandchildren. I'm happy that I managed to organize my own farm so that my family now has a business and a job that they fully enjoy. I do not regret a single bit that I chose this profession. It inspires me, gives me joy, and I am very happy that I work on the land. Our beloved, fertile Ukrainian land.